a little past 10 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a regular Commissioners Court meeting, County of Starr, Monday, September 28th. Let the record show we do have quorum, everyone being present. Everyone, please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Joe Biden.
Any public comments?
There's none, Your Honor.
Okay. If not, we'll go ahead and go on with our agenda. Under vendors list.
Morning, Judge, Commissioner. You should have a copy of the vendors list in front of you. We reviewed it and recommend that they approve.
Motion to approve.
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Claim.
Claims again, you should have a copy of that in front of you, and we reviewed it and we recommend that they approve.
Motion to approve.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Perez. Item 6 is to approve a proclamation for National Suicide Prevention and Recovery Month in Starr County. Are you going to present?
Yeah.
You want to use the podium, please?
All right.
And identify yourself, please, for the record.
Good morning. My name is Catherine Campos. I work at Border Region Behavioral Health Center, and we're here for the proclamation for National Suicide Prevention. All right, it reads, whereas the week of September 6 to 12, 2020 is National Suicide Prevention Week, and September 2020 is National Recovery Month, and millions of people around the world join their voices to share a message of hope and healing. These observances are united in awareness that prevention is possible, treatment is effective, and people do recover. Here in Starr County and Rio Grande City, residents should be able to access high-quality prevention, support, rehabilitation, and treatment services that lead to recovery and a healthy lifestyle. Says Suicide Prevention Week and Recovery Month inspires millions of people to raise awareness, build resiliency, and find hope. Now, therefore, we proclaim the month of September 2020 is Suicide Prevention and Recovery Month, finding hope, building resiliency, and supporting recovery.
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve. I do want to thank you all for all the work that you all do in our community, addressing suicide. We do have, I know, several throughout the years, and that's very disheartening, but we certainly appreciate the work that Border Region does. So thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Item 7 is also an action item, and this is to authorize signatories for the Department of Ag, the CDBG, under the Emergency Service Help for colonias.
Yeah, I just move, you know, distribution of those,
Funds?
yeah, you could, take them to sign up, because there were very few.
So I have a motion and a second.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Discussion? All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 8 is an action item. Let's skip over this one until after we get back from executive session. Item 9 is a permit application to bury a fiber optic line on the intersection of US 83 and La Paloma Street.
Well, they haven't contacted me, but I don't have no problem, you know, do they have to pay a permit, you know, to cross?
I don't know, I guess it depends is it La Paloma Street?
That's it, that's over in La Paloma.
Subdivision of the street.
Yeah, but it's probably part of the subdivision. I don't know, Commissioner, but I don't think so.
Okay, well, I don't have, I just move.
Second, Your Honor.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 10 is an action item, and this is to request a loan from general fund to be transferred to the coronavirus relief fund in the amount of $500,000. And this is by Maricela.
No,
But-
no.
Real quick, this is on behalf of the lady from,
Where we,
one that just left.
It's
You wanna give them to you all?
I thought you were doing a water.
I thought you were-
Yeah, we want to give them to you all,
I thought
please.
it was for the loan.
No, for the loan of water.
Vaca, it's a vaca.
Una pura.
That is correct, Judge, and this is for the Corona Relief Fund that was allocated to Starr County. And the Corona Relief Fund is on a reimbursement basis.
Yeah, what this is, you know, for the equipment that we have already ordered for the fire department,
That is correct.
we need to buy and then ask for the reimbursement.
That is correct, Judge. We
So-
are on a reimbursement basis.
So this is to buy that, and then once we get them, we'll get reimbursed.
That is correct.
I just move.
Second, Your Honor.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next one is also yours, Money. This is to approve a construction payment plan for CDBG 1920, contract number 7219429.
That is correct, Judge. The plans should be in your package, and this is just to approve just the plans, and then we'll forward up to CDBG for approval.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 12 is to approve the Starr County Transportation Title 6 Policy and Procedure Plan.
That is correct, Judge. We do this on a yearly basis to make sure that we are up to date with policies and
Is
procedures
it
from the
about the
state.
same that we always approve?
That is correct.
Motion to approve, Your Honor. Second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Item 13 is an action item, and this is to approve an MOU between Starr County and the Starr County Groundwater Conservation District. Wait a minute.
Your Honor and Commissioners, this MOU is basically for, between, like I said, Starr County and the Groundwater District, abiding to that budget that you all gave for this year. It's basically that, we're gonna have office space and, we already have most of the things, the webpage, the phone line, and the assistance for this year that the county will provide us.
Yep, what this is, just to shed a little more light on it, when we had the workshops, I mentioned that I added another budget, to our complete budget for the groundwater district, and the reason for this was that the state wanted to cancel our approval of the groundwater district because we didn't have any money budgeted for it. And they required different things, so I went ahead and put it on the agenda, or on the budget. One thing that they have been asking, and I saw Rose walk in a little while ago, is that, because supposedly we could tax, but I don't think we had that in the, or did we, Rose? Did you?
No, sir. When the voters approved the creation of the conservation district, that was only for that purpose. But it was not a referendum in taxes. That was for the drainage district, which
Correct.
been collecting taxes. And there was some confusion in Austin about both of those districts, and they thought that we were collecting when in fact it was for the drainage. So the next step potentially would be at one point for us to put this initiative in a ballot proposal as well for the electorate to see if they were interested in creating another taxing body. But that could only happen with your approval.
Again, I did budget for it, and we passed it in the budget. I think it was around 60,000 or something for that. So I guess this is just an agreement so that we are bound, or bound by that budget.
Yes,
Correct.
yeah, and it's basically, a startup, fund or, assistance from the county, for the organizational expenses.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you.
Moved and second to approve, discussion.
Oh, Judge, I would just add that those costs, they have no administrative fees tied to it, that's just direct costs for, a shared cost that is required of the groundwater, if there's any engineering or attorney's fees, and that's it, and nothing else.
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14 is to approve an application software between Starr County Office and Hamer Enterprise. You want to hear from?
Motion to approve, Your
Second.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 15 is to accept fiscal year 2020 Operation Stone Garden Award in the amount of $2,219,936 to the county sheriff's office and friendly forces. This was by the sheriff.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
I wonder if the sheriff department has their own friendly forces. I mean,
I'm sure we all do, Commissioner.
anyway,
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Item 16 is to approve amended notice of election. Just in time.
Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
It's just to amend the notice of election. We changed the times on the site at the courthouse.
You changed the what?
The times, it's gonna be on October 21st, and on the 28th, we're gonna be from 7 to 7.
Okay, that will be on the Saturdays?
No, we're not gonna have a Saturday on that site, only in Roma.
No one requested?
Nobody requested a Saturday.
Any questions?
But you had mentioned for the November 3rd, we don't need it? About the other side, breaking up precinct 10 and...
No, no.
For next year,
Let me,
no?
yeah, I'll shed some light on that. What happened, when it was brought to me, John and I talked about it, we thought, well, we can go ahead and split. I think there's 3 areas that need to be split, 3 precincts. And, we wanted to do it before the election, but there's statute in the law that says that once an election starts, between the primary and the general, you cannot split. So even if we wanted to, we cannot do it, but immediately, John has given me some info of the suggestions from Rio, the company that we hired for the census, the district,
Yeah.
as to where would be a good spot to split, and I guess at some point that will come before the court, so that you all can, but if you all need to, Roma, Rosita, and Rio Grande, I think are the 3 that need to be split. John has that info, so you all can start looking at it.
So this will probably not take effect until after the redistricting, probably,
Well, yeah, pretty much.
somewhere.
Any questions on?
No, sir. Second motion.
Move to second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next item is to approve the workers for 2020. And I think you've got those on your list also.
Motion to approve.
Monday?
Motion to approve.
Okay, then, motion to approve.
Second motion.
Second, discussion.
If I didn't know, enough worker?
Yes,
Okay.
we did.
The other thing that, under discussion, that we need to talk about at our next meeting is the salary. I think we're gonna have to.
I added the item for an executive.
Oh, okay, okay, that one. All in favor, please, aye.
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 Opposed?
Thank you.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 18. Monday. Item 18 is a action item, and this is on a donation.
Motion to approve donation.
Second.
Moving second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 19, okay, that's related to that first one, we'll go into that one after executive session. And then we get into the budget amendments. Item 21 through,
Starting with 20,
I'm sorry?
starting with 20.
Okay, 20 through
39.
39. Are those added?
And we reviewed those, and there's several that we're gonna have to table because they were not correct.
Okay.
We weren't able to correct them in time.
Which,
Number 21,
I don't need
Yeah, I don't need that one, so, Mr. Perez,
okay.
I didn't need it after all.
Okay. Number 27. Number 35. 37. And 38.
okay.
Motion to approve with the tablings of 27, 35, 37, and 38.
And 21.
No, 21, no, ¿verdad?
No.
21 of those.
All right. We'll table those, we'll approve the others.
Okay, 21, but we're not gonna approve 21.
No, 21's out.
Okay,
One's out.
okay, so we'll approve the 22 through 39 excluding the ones you
Yeah,
mentioned.
tabling the rest.
I'll second that motion.
27, 35, 37, 38.
You second the motion?
Yes.
I have a motion and a second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Anything else before we go into executive session?
We've got, item number 40 is the budget correction.
Oh. Okay. 40, budget correction, is that in order?
That's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Moved in second, all in favor, please, aye. Motion carries. Thank you. It is 10:25, and pursuant to section 551.074, we're going to executive session to discuss order of salaries.
Deberías de buscar a Patricia nomás para que haga budget amendment para eso.
Supplement insurance, tax-free state mandate cybersecurity course, general election for poll workers, and policy on leave for absence.
Digo, Javi,
I guess the first thing we discussed was order of salaries. Is there a motion to approve the order of salaries?
I go to move.
Second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Then we discussed the proposal for agent or broker for the supplement insurance.
I just move that we get, ese Jaramillo,
Second.
Okay, motion
Jaramillo.
to contract with Pete Jaramillo
Pete Jaramillo.
as agent of record
for the cafeteria plan, for the supplement.
for the supplement insurance. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then, we were given information on the state mandated cybersecurity course that we must take. And that was just information, for us that we need to take. So no action needed. And then we discussed the compensation for the 2020 general election poll workers.
Your Honor, make a motion to approve as discussed in executive session.
Second.
Moved in second to approve the salaries. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then the last thing we discussed was the possible action to amend county policies on leave of absence, and on overtime compensation.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to approve and discuss in executive session.
Second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Let me go back to item number 8, and this is, to approve the transferring of ownership of 1.715 acres from the DA's office to County of Starr.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And item 19, no action needed. That's on the same property. Anything else? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Moved in second, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you so much.